Okay, guys. Number 3 in your lab book. So what we are doing for this one is we're crossing pea plants again, but we're looking at height instead of color. So in pea plants, dominant, tall is dominant. We're going to use the capital T. Dwarf, or short, lowercase d, because it's recessive. So in this question, we had 2 parents that bred and had offspring. Their offspring, they had 43 tall offspring and 39 dwarf offspring. Now, we are trying to figure out for this parent, the tall parent, because we have a tall parent and a short parent for these guys. So these guys is parents, one's tall, one's short. But for the tall parent, we don't know what the second gene is. We know that the parent is tall, but it only needs one dominant gene to be tall. So we don't know what these other ones are. So we're going to try to figure it out. So we draw our Punnett squares, and we set it up, one possibility over here, the other possibility over here. So we've got one pairing over here, one pairing over here, and then we just fill in the Punnett squares. All right, so now we have our 2 examples filled out in our Punnett squares, and we can look at these. Now, because we're looking at height, that's phenotype, not genotype, but we can use genotypes to figure out phenotypes, okay? So we'll do this one first. How many different phenotypes do we have? These individuals are big T, little t, so these individuals are tall. Yes. These guys are tall. These guys are also tall. Okay, we'll draw like that. So over here, these guys are tall. We've got a big T and a little t, meaning that they're tall. These guys right here, same thing. Big T, little t, means that they're tall. Second couple over here, though, are different from these ones. These guys are little t, and that means that they're short. So these guys are short. Now these guys over here, all of these are big T, little t, meaning that they're all tall. So looking at the babies, we had 43 tall and 39 short. Looking at these spreads, there's only one of these 2 that could be possible. Because if these 2 parents mated with one another, and if this circled one, if the big T, little t was the parent, they can't have any short babies. It's not physically possible. Make sense, hopefully? So this one with the star is the right answer. We have one parent that's short. We can do this to figure out what that genotype of that parent is, just by doing what's called a test cross, which is this. This is a test cross. So we have our tall and short babies, and only our tall babies over here. So if this was the case, all the babies would be tall. We wouldn't have any dwarfs. So these guys can't have dwarf offspring. Hopefully that makes sense.